Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Gold and silver have exploded. The stars have aligned. The perfect storm is here. Now, gold has broke past its $1,920 resistance level, and it is at all-time record highs in the history of gold, which has been around for about 5,000 years. So we are witnessing history today. Silver, on the other hand, is around $24.70-80, which is multi-year highs, but still doesn't compare to the $50 silver in 2011 and also from 79 to 80. Now, with that said, I'm going to be explaining why you shouldn't really be buying gold right now, and also why you should probably be focused on silver. A lot of people coming into the world of precious metals would probably think that gold, since gold is the royal metal, since gold is king, that gold would be a better investment. But I'm here to tell you that there is a cheaper, smarter, and more beneficial, with a lot more opportunity. There's another asset that isn't gold, but it's actually its little brother, which is silver. I'm going to be explaining why silver is actually the better investment. So before we jump into this video, I want to say, smash that like button. Let's see if this video can get 300 likes. Like this video if you love precious metals. Like this video if you're bullish on precious metals. Also, make sure you're subscribed. I post daily videos every single day. I'm giving you the newest, latest, freshest, most up-to-date, recent information in the world of precious metals on a daily basis. I'm posting two to three videos. You need to stay informed and in the loop, because it can definitely affect your outcome or how successful you are. So make sure you're subscribed and turn on post notifications. So with that said, let's jump into the video. So why gold, or why silver and not gold? Why silver, not gold? Well, this is going to be a very, it's not even really a controversial video, right? Because a controversial video would be two different opinions, but I'm not basing what I'm saying off of opinion. It's simply fact. It's going off of fact. Now, there will be some opinions, and I'll let you know what's opinion, but a lot of this is going to be just sharing the statistics. And statistically, silver is extremely undervalued compared to gold. Statistically, in March, silver was 125 times cheaper than gold is. The gold to silver ratio in March was 125 to 1. Today I checked, it's 79 to 1. So silver is 79 times cheaper than gold is. What if I told you it only comes out of the ground roughly 8 to 1? Every 8 ounces of silver we dig up 1 ounce of gold. So shouldn't the price be somewhere around 8 to 1? I mean, they're used, it's not like gold performs better than silver does. It's not like gold has some special quality. Silver is actually more used in the industrial world. Silver is the most highly conductive metal for thermal conductivity and electricity. Silver is used for 5G technology, for green energy with solar panels, for the medical world of colloidal silver, silver nanoparticles, photovoltaic cells, electric vehicles, right? Tesla, all these electric vehicles, these EVs, silver is going to be taking over. So silver is actually more used than gold is. And actually, what if I told you that ratio that I said 8 to 1 coming out of the ground is smaller than that? Well, think about this. One, there's 2 points that I can make to show you that it coming out of the ground 8 to 1 is actually probably around 3 or 4 to 1, to be honest. Why is that, Silver Slayer? Well, here's 2 reasons why. Most gold is recycled, right? It's recycled, remelted, rescrapped, reused. People are pawning their rings, their earrings, their necklaces, they're even scrapping gold out of laptops. I used to do it myself, right? Because it's profitable to do so, because such a small amount of gold is worth so much. But silver, on the other hand, isn't as profitable to do that. So a lot of people aren't, the people that would be scrapping gold out of these laptops, they're not doing that with silver. A lot of silver is lost in technology, not to be recovered. So yes, there's a circulating supply of gold and silver, but the amount of silver that's lost in technology compared to gold is much, much greater. So you gotta count that into play as well. But not only that, I've shown, and this is a fact, for the last about 10 years, silver production has been being cut back by the hundreds of millions of ounces because silver isn't as profitable. Miners, silver, precious metals miners, they are abandoning silver mines, focusing on gold, lead, and zinc because those are the things that are going to put money in their pocket, regardless of the consequences, regardless that silver demand is booming and we need the supply, we need the production. They don't care. They don't care if there's a silver shortage. They're going to chase the dollar. They're chasing the greenback. And now we're starting to see the consequences from that. We saw a silver shortage earlier this year from American Eagles. Royal Canadian Mint was shut down. This is becoming more apparent that there's definitely something going on here, and this is the beginning. I still remember making the videos from last year talking about how there will be a silver shortage once I started seeing these numbers. A lot of people try to discredit but I like to show credit where it's due. And sometimes when I'm making my videos, I think that people don't they take my words out of context. So when I'm talking about $50 silver, I feel like people don't understand what I mean by this or the time frame, the timeline. I'm not saying silver is going to explode tomorrow. It's not going to explode tomorrow. It's not going to explode next week. It's not going to explode to $50 next year. Right? That's unrealistic. Right? People try to make it seem like that, and those are the silver pumping channels. That's not realistic. Now, to be real, if the gold to silver ratio, or reverting back to this, if the gold to silver ratio is its natural average, which is actually about around 60 to 1 in today's time, in modern times, but back in the day it was actually around 16 to 1. And if you want to, just because I'm a stats guy, I know a lot of stuff. I know a lot of random information about silver in the history. So in biblical times, we're talking about ancient Egypt times, it was 2.5 parts silver equals 1 part gold. So the ratio was 2.5 to 1. It was 2.5 to 1. And that's because silver was magical back then. It could purify water, the way it responded with different elements. Egyptians saw silver as magic. It was magical. So it was just about as equally valuable as gold is. And then, turn of the century, heading forwards, it was around 8 to 1, and then it got 16 to 1 in today in early today's times. And it wasn't until 1930 that the gold to silver ratio was changed from 16 to 1 to 75 to 1 from FDR. Our own president FDR highly manipulated silver's price and devalued it, and it really hasn't recovered since then. So if we're looking at historical times in the ratio, even if the ratio was around 16 to 1, that puts silver at well over $100. At the ratio 60 to 1, depending on gold's price, it could still be a lot higher. Now, there's still a lot more room to run, especially as the ratio corrects itself. And this means as the ratios jumped from 125 to 1 down to 79 to 1, this means that silver is outperforming gold. Silver is outperforming gold. Silver still has room to explode. Gold has already exploded. You're paying the highest price for gold right now. It's like going to the store and buying something when it's the most expensive it's ever been. Silver, on the other hand, still isn't even half of its all-time high, and it's still looking like it's going to reach those tops again. Now, Silver Slayer, why not invest into both? Well, let me before I answer that, I just want to I want to be I don't want to be biased because I'm a silver stacker. My name's Silver Slayer. I want to talk about some of the pros. Now, or the pro, there's one reason. There's one reason that gold there's a pro that gold has that silver doesn't. Making a pro and con list, there's one thing that gold can do that silver can't. And that is gold, you can store a very, very, very large amount of gold or a large amount of value in a small area. You can fit $100,000 of gold in a shoebox. You cannot do that with silver. So gold is a lot more convenient when it comes to storage space and keeping it discreet If you're trying to hide $100,000 of silver, it's going to be blatantly obvious. You're going to need, a large closet. But gold, you can fit that in a shoebox, right? So that's about the only thing that gold has that silver doesn't have going for it. Besides that, it's all speculative value, right? It's just people perceive it as a royal metal, as the metal of kings or whatever. And when it comes down to it, if you want to look at it statistically or analytically, silver isn't much more scarce than gold is, or gold isn't much more scarce than silver is. So I hope this video, and I made this because there is a lot of new investors coming into the world of precious metals. A lot of people probably trying to diversify, and I don't want to push you away from gold. I'm just warning you that gold is extremely expensive right now, and you might want to take a look at a cheaper, smarter alternative, in my opinion, right? Smarter is, in my opinion, statistically looking at it, you can make that up for your own, for you, but diversification is always key. I still say diversify a little bit in the gold. About my ratio is around every 100 ounces, every 100 ounces of silver I'll accumulate 1 ounce of gold. Some people's is a lot smaller than that, some people's is a lot larger than that, right? So everyone's ratio is going to differ. It really depends on your selling time frame, some of your goals, your financial situation, and that differs between person to person, from investor to investor. So not saying that should be applied to you, but you still want to diversify. Diversification is always key, and precious metals are a safe haven. And that brings me to my next point: is gold is more for a safe haven type of store of value. It's used in time. Gold flourishes in times of economic uncertainty. So when there's a lot of chaos, controversy, when bad things are happening in the economy, gold will flourish, and it will explode in price. It will go green. Silver, on the other hand, not only is a safe haven metal as a store of value, so not only does it rise with gold as times are bad, silver, since it's so intertwined with the economy, silver also explodes when times are good, because all these businesses are buying up silver to use them in the latest iPhone and laptops and electric vehicles. So silver is a win-win situation. Whether the economy is doing bad or good, silver is going to rise. That's another reason why silver has more potential than gold does. It's an industrial metal and a monetary metal. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, or at least it's entertaining, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. I post daily videos. Let's hit 29,000 subscribers. We're getting close. It's closing in. It's going to happen soon. I cannot thank you guys for the insane amount of support. I'm going to keep making daily videos to inform you guys, especially during these crazy times. Keep on stacking, my friends. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.